What do you define as cheating?
That's
It's
a
like
touchy
we can
subject.
go. So it's a very touchy subject. Like we can, expound on it, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like complacency.
Peace. What's good? This is Part of My Thoughts podcast. I'm Baba Akeem Bola. This is
Abel Geronimo.
That's right. And again, this is Part of My Thoughts podcast episode 2. So it's been great. The journey been great. The ride been great. We appreciate all the love from everybody in the world.
Absolutely.
Y'all showing a lot of love, and we appreciate it. The motivation allowing us to keep sharing our thoughts.
We appreciate the feedback. We appreciate the shares. We appreciate just the whole genuineness of like the love that you all have actually shown this show so far. So
yeah,
we ready.
We ready. You know what I'm saying?
We got to be ready to roll.
When we told y'all the South got something to say.
That's what we said. Now that's what we said.
And that's what we gonna give you.
Okay.
Now, also remember the show is called Part of My Thoughts. So don't get your panties in a bunch.
Don't get your panties in a bunch. And if you actually go to our page under episode 1, you will see the disclaimer. So yes, we do have a disclaimer. So, if it's not intended for you, so be it. But, as that quote goes, if you throw a rock in a crowd of dogs, only the dog that got hit gonna holler.
Ooh, hit dog holler.
Holler.
Oh.
Man.
Yeah. All right. Now that disclaimer has been brought out there. But we appreciate all the love. You know what I'm saying? This is part of my thoughts. The thoughts of 2 young men from South Carolina who just want to share our thoughts.
Yeah. Talk about this life experience, especially the stories that we share, the stories that we've been involved with, the stories that, we've actually gotten from others as far as like just, it's a big book. It's a whole big book of information, controversy. It's life.
It's life. It's life. And our life. You know what I'm saying? So you only get, they always say you only get one life, but this our destinies and how we move about in our destinies and how we going to execute. Because the goal is, I don't want to come back to earth again. I want to get it right this time around.
Yeah, I want to go.
I want to get it right this time around. So, that's what it is. So episode 2.
Episode 2. Complacency. Complacency is your competition.
Ooh, complacency is your competition.
Yeah, that's the topic of discussion today. We're going to get right into it.
Okay. All right. Let's get into it then.
So, complacency itself. So, we talk about complacency. And we were talking about this before we, kind of started jotting down notes as far as our personal experiences, as far as like what, in what kind of regard have we actually sat complacent as? Now, there have been times, and again, because we're, in our upper 30s, that, we've come across this over our personal life as well as our professional lives. So now we're actually talking about, how is it actually that we're now stuck in complacency and how that actually looks. So we talk about as far as, being that reflection in the mirror, right?
Yeah.
So we say that the only person that can actually defeat me, it's kind of like the Yo Moneybagg Yo song, like me versus me.
Mm-hmm.
So when we talk about the competition, we talking about complacency. Here we are smack dab in the middle. But I was on my way here, I was sitting there thinking about it. I was like, you know what? A lot of the things that I've actually been encountering, especially personally, have been my own doing.
Yes.
I've literally sat in the chair, gotten in the chair, stood on it, and actually gave myself the own rope.
Ooh, dang. So what was that like for you? Because that's accountability. And understanding that, dog, and as we get into this conversation, that's kind of how things happen, in my life. I've seen things play out, at the end, when I really sit down and being honest with myself, it was my own doing. Yeah. So what did that feel like when you felt that? Like,
it sucks. That's why I'm in my mood right now. I'm like in the mood right now. So it's like, I don't know. It's like for me, it's been on me all day. And I don't know if it's the fact of, I'm honestly chalk it up to the day. It's like, we don't have a lot of days so where we just kind of feel like, yo, I'm in my feelings today.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to touch me. I don't want nobody to try to, console me. I don't need nobody to pamper me right now. I just need to feel how I'm feeling right now because I'm feeling it.
Right. And let me deal with that. Not like rub my back and be like, oh, it's gonna be okay, or what's going on. Like, I got a moment, and let me deal with it.
Let me deal with it. I don't, we talked about our professions. Like, I don't want, 5 or 10 kids, students, whatever case be. I love y'all, but hey man, get away from me right now. I don't like y'all.
Right.
I love y'all, but I don't like y'all right now because, y'all right now, y'all not getting it. Y'all not getting it right now. Y'all not getting me. Y'all still stuck on, hey, it's all about me. But no, it's like Mr. Fault need a minute. And I think like we all get to that point, whether it's professionally or personally, where we just kind of need a few minutes to kind of relax, relate, and kind of breathe, because a lot of us, and all of us, I can honestly say that we go through things on a regular basis that we can't explain. We don't want to talk about. We just trying to actually grow through it.
Right. And especially as a man, because when men don't have an outlet, because we're always taught to be the strong one, go through it, be the tough one, save it for later, because we gotta make sure that we protect everything else around us, but we ain't truly protecting ourselves. And then when we have those moments where we like, then it's like, well, dang, you all right?
Yeah.
But I like what you said, like, give me a moment and allow me to, one, find out what's going on. Let me scan myself to see what it is that's happening at this moment. And then I don't really feel like talking. And it's okay to do that.
I just want to sit quietly.
Yeah.
Let me just sit quietly and let me just kind of stew what I'm actually doing. Because that's honestly, for me, like creatively wise, that's when I actually come up with the most inspirational stuff for me and for my household. When I'm quiet, when I can actually have a quiet setting.
Peace of mind. Yeah, you just want to find a peace of mind.
That's it.
Yeah. Lauryn Hill came, I gotta find peace of mind. Miss Hill, yeah. Nah, that's that peace of mind. Cause we up here all day.
Yeah.
And it's like the hamster on the wheel, like turn. And you in the classroom.
Yeah. 89 of them. Boom, 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 boom.
It's 89 students in you got 89?
It's total.
What?
Yeah. I get hit back to back. I start my day off with 32.
Oh. Ooh.
I got 89 kids.
Shout out to all the teachers out here.
Shout out to the teachers.
We appreciate y'all. Yeah.
Hey, that post-pandemic, hey, Department of Education, I need to cut a check for these teachers. We're going through it. And admin.
Cut a check.
It's getting real over here.
Yeah.
Very real.
Yeah.
That complacency, man. But it's like, even like when we talked about it, so, like the for the day itself, that was one part. Then, of course, the boys right now, they in soccer.
Okay.
Get to the soccer field. Cairo has practice. Cairo out there doing this thing, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Idris, Daddy, I need to go use the potty. All right, cool, let's go.
Yeah.
Run. Get to the potty. Come out the potty. I was too late. I boo-booed in my pants. I get there, man. It was a wet one. I was like, man, you in a porta-john, bro. It's like, what we gonna do with this?
Right.
Got some tissue, wrap that thing up. You gonna have to stew in this one for a minute until we get back to the house, because I ain't got no extra clothes on me.
Right.
Then I messed around, got on my hand. So, bro, I was irritated.
Oh man,
I was so angry, but it was like at the end of the day, man. That's just how the day been going.
Yeah. So from the start of your day, going to the classroom, 32 students, total of 89 throughout your day. Then you got to hurry up, brush that off. Now you have to deal with, and I wouldn't say deal with, but now you're going home and you're caring for your family. Now you have this issue, and he really don't know how to communicate, like, oh man, like, Dad, like, shoot, I did this. But in the back of your mind, you like, I've been on eggshells all day. And then I have this, like, go stand in the corner.
Please, hey man, I love you, but you can't be doing a mess like that.
Yeah.
But it's like, for me, it's like, even as a father, it's like, when we talk as far as like that complacency, like, we could not begin to actually address our kids the same way our parents did us.
Right.
So we can't stay stagnant in that.
Yeah.
So even with our professions, it's like we had to actually grow. So when I actually lead the school, I try to actually lead the school there as far as any kind of problems, any kind of issues we got.
Mm-hmm.
And that's hard to do.
Yeah.
But it's like, for me, that's the art of survival, to actually go in every single day and give them 100%.
Right. Because you truly, you love what you do.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't want to come up short. Like, dang, I was supposed to give y'all this, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we maneuver on the fly. So it's like, if I have a lesson plan set out for the week, we got to maneuver. Like, we do that.
Yeah.
You know, we professionals.
Okay.
We've been doing this.
Yeah.
Like, we were raised to actually kind of, adapt.
Right. Yeah.
That's what we doing.
That's what it is. That's kind of, because, especially as we go through these life moments, again, as men who you have a passion for so much,
Mm-hmm.
and your passion sometimes it outweighs self, and that's what I feel what gets us stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Because your passion is like, dang, I want to see this through, but in reality, in the back of your mind, you're like, but I can't, like, what about me? And me in the background, like, but what about me? Me. It's like, and then you sitting there and you like, come on, you stretching yourself thin, and you get so complacent because now your main goal is, I gotta see it through.
Yep, gotta see it through. That's the only way.
But why? What? Okay, answer this for me. Like, for myself, like, when you finally say, all right, me, it's almost like, dang, then when you fully focus on yourself, and then you like, all right, I hear y'all, I got it, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm over here, and I'm dealing with this on myself. Like, I'm going to be me. I'm going to focus on me. Whatever that self-care, love, whatever I need to do, I'm focusing on that. So turn my phone off. You can't get me. But then again, that passion though.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. All right. So prime example. So even when we actually did our retreat, right?
Right.
When you were doing the bonfire.
Okay.
You was in your own place.
Yeah.
In your own world.
Yeah.
The conversation itself was going on around. It was that. And I think, like, when we actually get into a place where we're actually comfortable, it's like, regardless of the environment, when we zone out, we zone out.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't daydream. We have like a precognition as far as, like, we just go in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to get us out of it. It's like, are you listening to me? I'm hearing some of the things that you're saying, if you want to be honest, but no, not really. I'm tuned out. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause it's you need that moment where just ain't nothing happening around you.
Yeah. Silence.
Yeah, cause I know for me, my brain stay going all day. Cause it's like, man, I really want to be successful in everything that I put my hands on. But I remember hearing a therapist one time say, like, when somebody disguise busy work or I'm busy, it's like that's a trauma that's showing itself. Yeah. Cause, for me, I always be like, oh, I got such to do. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. And in reality, sometimes it is trauma because I don't want to face what really may be. Because when you sit in them quiet moments, and I'm sure everybody can relate to this, like when you truly sitting in your quiet moments, that shit hit the fan.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And you really have to sit. And like I say, you said earlier, I got to do, like, it was me.
Yeah.
I handed myself the rope. That accountability, like when that accountability step in, it hurt.
Yeah. You literally have to actually man up with it. So like, I tell, like, my students and stuff, man, it's like at 20, I thought I was a man. At 30, I thought I was a man. 40, at 50, at 60, I guarantee I'm going to think I'm a man until the day that I actually close my eyes and take my last breath.
Yeah.
There's no definition on what a man can and can't actually take. So it's like we kind of set that standard.
Right.
So even as we're dealing with it, it's like now at this new age, because back in the day, man, it's like you couldn't be emotional, like you get bullied for it. It's like a rite of passage.
What?
So it's like now, it's like to be at this age, we can have the conversations that actually, unfold and unpack that trauma.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, cause cause that's me, boy. That's sometimes I remember one wife, she used to be like, "Hey, can we is a day a good day to talk to you?
Mm.
I'll be like, what you mean is a day a good day to talk to me? Any day is a good day. Is the day a good day to talk with you? Because, I just want to make sure. And in the back of my head, I'll be like, dang, man, what I did to her. Like, I feel bad. Like, you got to come to me and ask me that question. But in reality, like, what did I do for that to happen? All right, because obviously, it's your different, yeah. I put myself in that predicament for her, or I did something for her to ask me. Like, I must have did something where I could have disrespected her somewhere, or my tone or whatever it may have caused her to be like, oh, okay, let me fall back. Cause you know how she is. She gon' okay, you made that bed, lay in that.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cause she'll be quick. Oh, do I need to talk with you today? Like, can you talk? Like, you good? You here? Are you there?
Yeah.
Cause she be like, sometimes I feel like you don't even be hearing me. And in the back of my head, it's like, all right, I got a family of 6. It's me, 5 others. All right. I want A, B, and C, D. I know I got the potential to make this. I got this going. All right, let me continue to make this work for the family. Then at the end of the day, it's like, but my feelings are over here and I need such and such, such. And I'm like, all right, yeah. So all right. Hold what you got real quick, Baba. Okay. What's up with your feelings?
You heard what voice you went into?
Nah, what voice was it?
Child.
A child?
For your feelings.
Yeah, yes, yeah. That's the trauma. The busyness brings forth the trauma. Yeah. Because it's like, have I really learned to deal with emotions on a level like that?
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? I feel, I remember my first time going into therapy, it was, I ain't gonna lie, I did not like it.
Yeah.
I'm like, woman, leave me alone. Like, ain't nothing wrong with me.
Right.
And then I'm like, but there is something wrong. I used to get out that bug bad. I used to come out like, okay, work on your tools. I'm like, tools? Tired of these doggone tools. Got a little bottle like, I've been working on my tools. Like, man.
She gave you a water bottle?
So we did like this joint one day where we took like a mason jar and we put it was water. I think we had like glue in it and some glitter. And she was teaching us that, like, if you did like this, like, find something to zone out for a moment. Like, if I find myself in a heated conversation or I find myself at a place where I feel like I can't come back from, pick that up and just imagine the glitter going up and it's coming down, like just the movement of the glitter, and just meditate for a minute, watch it, find myself, and then recognize what triggered that.
Okay.
And write it down. And then going forward, like, know how to pick up on your cues of when you go in there.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mine had me actually tapping like on my leg.
Okay.
It's like, all right, this ain't working.
Yeah.
It's like, I've been to you. This like visit number 11. I think I actually did maybe 12 total, bro. And I ain't gonna lie to you. This at the time I was working at a telecommunication. They were on my head. Trying to get me up out of there.
Yeah.
So I started using
on top of that too?
Yeah.
Stress?
Yeah.
Oh, man, because
yeah.
Where you was at? Oh, we ain't gonna say today because we don't give out free promotion.
Right. Two things for you, minus the peace sign.
Right.
I mean, like, bruh, it got to that point. And like, flat out, she told me, it's like, you need to find a new job.
Wow. But you became complacent. You was like, all right. But you knew you wanted to leave, but in the back of your head, it was like, but I got it made here.
I became complacent. Like, normally I would stay at a job maybe 2 years, 3 years, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
I was at that one for 7.5. This is before Kyra was born and Idris was born. So while I was going through therapy, this was in August. Kyra was born in November.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
You had a lot changing in your life at that time too.
Oh,
you had
man.
New child, new father.
Yeah, new spirituality. New awakening.
Yeah.
Folks wasn't getting it.
Yeah.
Being held down as we talked about that family structure. It's like, yo, I used to root for y'all. I was like, where
yeah, like, you patted my back. But like, you taught us to be leaders, but you want us to be followers?
Yeah.
It's like,
Come
because
on
you want me
now.
to be complacent?
You want me to be complacent.
Like,
because the comfort, it fits.
It fits, right. And yeah, but okay, ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel you only you stay complacent in things that don't serve you, but are willing to move on things that you feel are better for you? If you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Where, all right.
Okay, I got you.
You follow me?
You.
Like, we'll stay complacent in somewhere where we feel is positive, is good, is feeding us, but it really ain't feeding us. But the things that we feel we should move from ain't really for us.
Oh, absolutely. Woo.
Did I
Oh,
did I sum it up good?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I find myself, this is a trauma for me that or I would say breaking of a generational curse for myself. Was that, like, I love to stay complacent in things that I feel is feeding me, but in reality, it's not feeding me. It's only giving me a simple, it's like, what they say, you being spoon fed. It shows you just a little.
Did you feel like they were feeding you lard instead of life?
Yeah. But yeah. But the trauma of that is always feeling accepted in something.
Where do you think that came from?
Probably from home. Like I shared before, like, being in a single parent home, a mother who is truly hurt from her situations. And then me having to say, okay, you're like the man of this household. So who do we truly turn on? Because here you have a mother who's hurt, who's going through something. And, within the household, but then you have outside, you getting that love and all that type of stuff. But then you come back home, like, who's giving you that 24 care?
Right.
Or love and affection, especially as a young man.
Right.
Like, you get it off the porch quick.
Right.
Like, jump off.
Yeah, you're right.
And we don't, I think, what, coping skills? Is that would be considered coping skills? Or
right now you coping to actually alleviate the trauma. I mean, that's what I think.
Yeah.
But you know what? All right, check this out.
Go ahead.
Look at how the roles have reversed to where now all of your kids are under one roof.
True.
As far as in the comparison.
Right.
To where mine live in two separate households. And I grew up
in a
with a two-parent household.
Okay. Yeah.
So now look at how we actually adapt to the different challenges that we face.
Yeah.
Because we both have, different examples, do's and don'ts that we apply.
Right.
So it's like, I look at it as us actually applying those different life skills and stories and, all that. And we apply it to our current life and our current situations. Yeah. It's a lot to grow from, man.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't happen over a year or two. Like, we've been doing this for like 30 years. So
right.
It's a lot.
And shoot, I came out the gate when I was 19.
Yeah.
Father at 19, I did. I remember that day. I called my mama. Shout out to my Aunt Tina, boy, because, boy, Aunt Tina been riding with your boy for a minute, boy. She was like, just come to my house and call her from my house. And y'all, I'm very animated. So anytime I speak on somebody, I'm going to talk in that tone of that person. I'm an animated individual. So she was like, just call your mom from my house. It's okay. She's not gonna yell. I was like, Amy Williams.
Yeah.
My mama. She gonna lay it in me. And I never forget, I made that call. She was like, oh, that's nice. And mind you, she was just waking up. And we hung up. We looked at each other, me and my auntie. She was like, that went well. I was like, it did. And then not even 2 minutes later, ding, hello. What you mean you got a child on the way? Ain't you in school? What you gonna do about school? What about track? You can't even take care of yourself. What you mean you gonna have to take care of that child? I say, I'm gonna make it work, mama. I'm like, oh God, like, this is real. This is real. Mind you, I hid it for a couple months. Yeah, Sade was probably about 6 or 7 months pregnant.
What made you tell her? Well, what made you wait that long?
One of my cousins called me from Charleston. It was like, hey man, I just heard you had a baby. I was like, if it's in Charleston, that means by this afternoon it's gonna be in Conway. I was like, so let me go ahead and ride home and let me go ahead and get this off.
Why you waiting that late to tell her?
I was nervous, bro. I just started my life.
Yeah. Is that what, Coastal?
I was at Morris College at that time.
You transferred to Coastal.
And then I went to Coastal. Yep.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And then the young man was born.
The young man was born.
Dun, dun, dun. And I've been out here like this ever since. Like, boy, this here. I am learning.
Learning on the fly, bro.
Learning on the fly.
There's no manual for this.
But yeah, it ain't.
None.
But I learned only thing in life constant is change.
That's it. When we continue to grow, we continue to learn. It's like even with the dynamics of what we have as far as like men this day and age, like for us to actually even have the ability to be open, everything ain't gotta be G. Everything ain't gotta be hardcore. Everything ain't gotta be, man, look, man, I don't buy into those facades.
Yeah.
Because like at the end of the day, everybody got a story too.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's where a lot of men get it messed up. And this part of my thoughts podcast, like you get around individuals that want you to be this. Now don't get it messed up. Choose your battles wisely. But you're not gonna see me around here head macho. I understand that's not me.
Right.
But I have a loving and a real care within myself. But when it comes to the men or manhood or what they see, like, I know a lot of hardcore brothers that been around me. I remember when COVID first hit, they was like, ain't no meat in the stores. Oh, cool. We got meat in our store. What y'all went and did? I went to the farm, bought me a couple chickens and birds, defeathered them, chopped up the meat, put it in the bag and freeze it. Where you have these hardcore men who was like, you got to show me how to hunt. Yeah. But here it is, me, Mr. Dapper, Mr. Oh, you got soft hands. What the fuck that supposed to mean? Like, what a man hand supposed to be rough as I don't know what that, like, what does that really, what that supposed to mean?
No, we're not supposed to exfoliate like our life, our hands.
Right.
We're supposed to just remain hard and rugged.
Yeah. Sorry, not I. I know. I'm a very clean bro. I have to shower. Bruh. Like I'm gonna be like, oh, nah, this ain't cool for me. Like when I rub with my woman, I want her to be like, ooh. I want like, like, nah, that ain't cool. Like I want, let me caress this body.
Yeah, gotta have the soft skin coming out the shower.
Yeah.
Got to.
Got to. Yeah. Uh-oh. Ooh.
Did we mention, by the way, this content is for a mature audience.
For mature. But that wasn't bad.
Nah,
that wasn't bad. But so what is that? You know what I'm saying? And I feel that's a form of being complacent and categorizing of what man should be.